When you feel like you've finished your weaving, then you're going to want to take it off of this cardboard loom. In order to do that, it can be a little bit tricky. Let's see about moving the weaving itself over into the center of your cardboard loom. If you've made a particularly large weaving, you can always condense it together with your fingers. Once it's centered in here, you'll want to take your dowels. You will have several dowels in your kit. It's also helpful if you're ready with some masking tape and a pair of scissors. With your dowel, you'll weave it into this, just like you did your yarn. And we are weaving it, again, the opposite of the closest row of yarn. Here, you can see that I've gone under with the yarn. Now I'm going over with the dowel. When it comes to cutting it off of there, I don't want you to cut the string really close to the dowel. Let's cut it really close to these tabs. You're not cutting the loom itself, only the string. So I'm actually going to cut it right up here. And you can use a simple square knot to tie it off up here. And then do the same for the next two pieces. Now, that very last string right here doesn't have a partner, but we can actually use the weaving to help us out. I'm going to feed that over to the other side and use the closest tail end piece of yarn that I have available, this piece here. And this is what I'll use to tie it off. Now, I like my weaving to look pretty tidy, so I'm also going to snip these strings short after I've finished doing those square knots. And I'll need to do the same thing, weaving another dowel onto the underside, snipping, 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 and putting on square knots as well. When you've got it on these dowels, then you're going to notice all of those hanging strings of yarn. I've already tucked in this side, and we're going to show you how to take care of it. Let's flip it over to the wrong side. And you can see I've covered it up with masking tape, folding it over. If you have any particularly long pieces of yarn, more than an inch or two long, then snip it with a pair of scissors so they can all be trimmed up. Then we're going to fold them over onto this side. Some pieces of yarn don't really like to stay folded over, and this is why we need the masking tape. So we're just going to try to press it on over. Get yourself a nice long piece of tape. Start at one end and press them down. If you miss a piece of yarn, that's perfectly fine. You can always just make yourself another piece of masking tape and get those last couple of things. When you finish adding the masking tape to the back of your piece, then you can turn it over and add a string to hang your new yarn weaving. Happy creating!